hope you all are doing super well. We are here. We're going to be doing purva, ashada, nakshatra, which is the next one in the series of nakshatras. I think I missed yesterday on accident. I was just busy. But let's take a look and see what we have. So this is going to be a Venus, the final Venus ruled nakshatra in the series, or in this cycle. So this is going to be considered the undefeatable or the invincible star. So the rulership is Venus, so the natives of this nakshatra tend to be popular. They tend to be liked by many. They just have this sort of grace about them. Teaching is a popular profession among girls born on this nakshatra. However, doctors are also not far behind. You may also see many females belonging to this nakshatra excel in fields including music, acting, fine arts, fashion designing, or possibly like hotel management, something along those lines. The god here is Appa, and it is a god that brings good health and brings medicine, or it can make one a healer. So Varuna is also a deity of this nakshatra. People born on purva ashada are seen to be very intelligent, and no one can beat them in a philosophical conversation due to this deity. Purva ashada natives like to live near a body of water. The animal here is the male monkey. Very enthusiastic people, right? So like this is in Sagittarius, by the way. So this is 1320 degrees of Sagittarius. 1320 degrees of Sagittarius to 2640 degrees of Sagittarius. So this is the core of Sagittarius. This is the majority of what Sagittarius is really about. Yeah, so let's get into it. We're going to start with the 4 cards. I'm going to use the angel deck, and then tonight, if you guys like the video, or if you subscribe to the channel, or if you put a comment that you would like to be a part of the ritual, I'm going to do the calling in of the divine names to set the energy straight with whatever I pull here now. Okay. The first card we have out is God, the Just Judge. Okay, so it makes truth known in legal proceedings. All right, we have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. All right. So here's the second pot, of the most auspicious, or the most wait, maybe that was actually for a different one, because I looked up purva falguni. Oh, dog. I looked up purva falguni at first, and yeah. So let's see. We have Asalia, the 47th angel here, and we have contemplation makes truth known in legal proceedings. She also has this like hourglass in her hand. So there could be something about time, or there could be something about, so if you look at the bottom here, there's 2 sigils. So something about the contemplating in time. So there's something about like the right moment to move, or the right moment to do something. But she will ensure that the truth comes out. So in regards to anything legal, in regards to anything that is law, right? So what is law? right? Like natural law, define law.
Here's the definition of law.
A statement of fact deduced from observation to the effect that a particular natural or scientific phenomenon always occurs if certain conditions are present. The body of divine commandments as expressed in the Bible or other religious texts. A rule defining correct procedure or behavior in a sport, or the system of rules which a particular country community recognizes as regulating actions of its members and which it may enforce by the imposition of penalties. Okay, so I don't know if there's something about it's 306 as well. All right, let's see. We have the Eight of Pentacles as well, so the God, the teacher. Intellectual talent and provides knowledge, so there could be something about needing to gain more information about something to make a proper decision moving forward. I do feel like the good in you. So we have also protection, prevents discovery of secret crimes and saves exiles. So there's definitely like this feeling of attention, like something wants to come out. Someone wants something to come out, but another person doesn't want something to come out. Then we have the Page of Cups, which is divine comfort, gives consultation and protection from one's enemies. I don't know. Let's get more information on that. Okay, so can we get can we talk about this first nakshatra? So what is this? There's definitely some sort of lie that was told. A lack of structure. Someone possibly being cold or someone abusing their power. There could have been an injustice or some sort of manipulation that was done. The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Pessimistic, careless, cold-hearted, emotional, sarcastic, overly critical, easily influenced, no presence of mind, just an overall bitch, right? It's like, I don't know, this is just like ineffective communication, bad communication, not getting along, not seeing eye to eye, but it's like both people are wrong. Neither person in this party is right. So if you're trying to judge a situation in a relationship where both people are not communicating effectively or are not communicating properly, the masculine energy definitely does have a stronger presence in regards to elements because he's fire of air. So fire and air are harmonious, while water and air are not harmonious. So the feminine energy could definitely be having a little bit more of a struggle, right? The woman could be definitely struggling a little bit more in regards to however the situation that they're going through is being handled. We do have the Six of Pentacles. I feel as though it's going to be kind of balanced out or evened out, and everyone will get what they need accomplished, but there is going to need to be like a compromise that's made. Something about financial support and giving and receiving prosperity, right? So there's something about needing to find a common ground or find something you can compromise on in regards to if you are sharing wealth with someone. Okay, that's giving me like long-term relationship vibes. That's what that's giving me. Like that's like a serious, that's like a match that you're together and it's a match, and then there's something about receiving help from someone higher, or someone someone external from the relationship helping you judge a situation. Something about time as well. Let me get the second nakshatra, please. With this Eight of Pentacles, we have God the teacher. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So this could just be talking about like hydration, getting the attention, right, because water can talk a lot about attention, right? If we're going back to Rohini, which is the first nakshatra that talks about being desirable, they talk about it like the moistness. They talk about the water, and that like you need water. You need like if you're a woman, you need to like become moist in order to procreate, right? So it's something like that. So the water and like getting the attention that you need. Okay, so something about that. Someone's like doing it for you. Something like that. What does it say? It says romance, charming, graceful invitations, following your heart and dreams. Okay, you could be being asked to like learn something new. We do have the Empress in reverse with the Knight of Swords. Oh, sheesh. Somebody could be arguing about a feminine. Okay, now somebody could be exiting their feminine energy to like seize the moment, right? Or it's like if you're asking like an empress, right? If you're an empress, empresses don't chase. An empress will never approach you. I want you to know that takes a woman completely out of her divine feminine energy. So if you're expecting someone to come and reach out to you, but you're expecting an empress, you have to understand that that would then take her completely out of empress energy, and that could potentially throw the entire vibration of the relationship. Or like when the divine feminine is sitting in her power, she is going to be approached, because feminines receive, they don't give. So as soon as she goes and tries to make a move on this masculine, or goes to make a move towards this situation that she feels as though this person would be very charming or very romantic to be with, she comes in as a Knight of Swords because she's having to go out of her feminine energy, which could potentially throw the entire vibration of the relationship off. For the Knight of Wands, we have this card here. He's like in a wheel, but then we pulled the Wheel of Fortune as well. Protection, prevents discovery of secret crimes, and saves exiles. We have cycles of nature, lucky, destiny, good fortune, turning points, decisive moments. I don't know. I'm getting like, if you're feeling like someone is like trying to like dig into your business, I don't think it's really like that. I could be wrong, but let's see. Yeah, we have responsibility, duty, feeling burdened, exhausted, struggles, hard work, and losing concentration here with that Wheel of Fortune. I feel like somebody just has something they need to get off of their chest. Like they want to say something to you, but they're having a difficult time doing that. Like it's like, in order to approach you, they have to like step down from their place of power. They have to like humble themselves, or they have to like, they can't come at you with an ego, right? They have to like get out of their place of ego before they can approach you, which could be difficult. They could be feeling a little bit trapped, like not knowing necessarily how to like muster up the courage to communicate to you without their ego, right? So that can be really difficult, because a lot of times when we have our ego, it can really, especially if it's a healthy ego, it can really be like a sense of self, or a sense of who we are, maybe where we even are able to muster up the courage, or the like to do something like approach someone, right? We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the Page of Cups in the final nakshatra. Divine comfort, gives consultation and protection from one's enemies. Financial independence. There could be an imbalance in regards to work and family life. So this person could be working, like overworking, working all the time, obsessed with status, obsessed with their work, obsessed with just like their own personal life. We're always obsessed about making money and achieving more money and achieving more status as well. And that could maybe be even like what's underneath that Empress. The Four of Wands, and then the Ace of Wands in reverse. Someone's having a difficult time with direction. They don't really know what to do. It's almost like an energy where it's not a complete and total, like, the connection is just off a little bit, right? It's like you're trying to connect all of the dots, and you're having a difficult time at doing that. You're having a difficult time connecting all the dots. and making sense of something in your mind. Okay. Smash. I am seeing Samael here. Okay, so there could definitely be something about like seduction, feeling very seductive. It's over here. We have the Five of Cups here, and then but right here is the Samael card, which is the severity of God. Seduction and downfall, communicates with the dead, teaches occult and magic. So this person could even be a little bit like of a left-hand path person, right? They could be maybe a little bit more into like the darker side of things, or like doing shadow work. This person could even, with this Queen of Pentacles reversed, have a job of some kind that puts them into a place where they have to possibly teach things of the occult, teach things that are hidden. But you want to make sure that your personal business is not being leaked in that process. And I think that that's definitely a boundary that I'm feeling like is being put up. And that's something that I'm definitely going to respect. I'm feeling there's a strong boundary here, right? There's something like that's off limits, that's not for you to know, right? And that's okay. And you should be able to have those boundaries with the people in your life, your friends, your relationships, of just things that they don't need to know, right? It's a boundary. You need to respect that. And if you're not able to respect a boundary, when a boundary is very obviously there, we've had two boundary cards here. So just needing to recognize the boundary, accept the boundary, and allow the boundary to be and move around that, or just not move towards the situation at all, really. I think that that's like a huge, major, like, flag, or just like it's a huge test that you have to undergo when you're getting into a friendship or relationship, getting to know someone. When someone puts a boundary up, how do they react to that? How do do they get really butthurt? Does it really hurt their feelings? Are they able to take a no for an answer? Are you able to just say, no, I don't really want to talk about that? Or no, I'm not going into that with you. Are they able to accept that? Or do they prod and pry, and do they continue to poke and poke and poke until they get the answer they want, right? That's not cool. We don't do that here, so. Yeah, we have fire and water, stillness amidst turmoil, feel and emotional integration. So there's definitely something here with this Queen of Swords and this King of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. That could have definitely been maybe what it was. Someone wanting to know something. We do have forgiveness also in reverse. Someone's having a difficult time seeing the bigger picture. They're having a difficult time trusting this person and healing from that, right? They're not being able to heal because they aren't able to trust, because they feel like they should be able to know everything, right? They're not able to respect this person's boundaries, right? They're not, it's like they want this person to be completely 1000% transparent with them. And there's no like, I don't like that. I feel like you should be able to, have your things that are just for you to know, especially like depending on how long this relationship has been, right? Like if you're married, that's a different thing. But if you're just like dating someone, like you don't have to tell me every single thing about you if you don't want to tell me everything about you. Like, right, if you like kissed a girl in middle school, I don't need to know that if you feel ashamed about that. Like, I don't need to know that. I don't need to know that. If you don't want to tell me that, you don't have to tell me that, right? I'm talking like from a girl to a girl type of standpoint. Divine creation codes, starborn architects, devas, and sacred geometry here with that. So somebody could be into, with God the teacher, somebody could be into like into mathematics. They could be really good at mathematics, or they were really good at mathematics, or something like that. Or someone just has some sort of interesting perspective on creation with this Empress in reverse, right? They could still be trying to master it, and maybe that was why the Empress was coming out in reverse. This person could be highly into astrology as well, or they are kind of like paving their own way, their own path, their own perspective in something. It's like they're not necessarily following a specific order or a specific timeline, but they're just kind of integrating and using the things that they have at their fingertips with what they have, right? They're creating things, they're making sense of it in their own mind. I have 2 hexagrams here. There's definitely been a resolution, or old timelines will be collapsing. You're definitely pulling your higher self into right, like every time you draw a hexagram or every time you draw a pentagram, uh, it's like you're drawing, when you start from the top, right, and you pull it down, you're pulling energy from your higher self down into whatever element you're pulling it to, right? So you can go higher self bringing it down to earth, you can go higher self bringing it down to fire, and then you would go to air, to water, to earth, or you could go from spirit to earth to water, to air, to fire, to back up to spirit. So that's just something to think about, like when you're looking at these little symbols right here. That's technically a hexagram, not a pentagram, though. That talks about earth, though. That's the the lesser hexagram for earth, or the greater hexagram for earth, right? So that's water and no, it's just earth. Just earth. You have the last cloak. Your magnificence is being realized, or something about old identities, right? There's still, like, if you are going through and kind of like I don't know, like going back in timelines, and like say you're killing all the old versions of you, right? All the other like multiple copies of you, like you're collapsing all timelines, so you're the only one of you surviving, or you're the only one of you existing, right? There's no carbon copies of you. That's definitely something you have to do before you initiate like the apocalypse stage. If you watch what it's one of Falling in Reverse, he does a video and it really explains that really well. And that's something you learn as you're working through the tree of life, where you kind of have to do that on a multi-dimensional kind of level, right? Where you have to like refine it so that you're the only person controlling the vessel, right? So you don't have a whole bunch of different copies in a whole bunch of different universes, so that you're the soul, like you're the one controlling the vessel, and then you can jump to different timelines. But if there's 10 different copies of you in 10 different universes, it can get really fucking confusing, and you can feel like you're bouncing all around all over the place like a chicken with your head cut off. And that's not fun. So you have to really be able to be aware of what is going on in the soul, with the soul, and how you can make sure that you are the only one in control of the soul and all of the fragments of your soul. And that's what clip off is about. When you go into clip off, you go and retrieve those fragments of the soul. It's even possible that you could potentially get a fragment of someone else's and bring it possibly to them if they are unable to initiate clip off themselves, because it is an extremely trying and an extremely it's not easy. We have expansion, love for all, playfulness, and just like releasing the past, right? So that's really what it's talking about, is just releasing the past. Allowing yourself to just kind of be released, allowing yourself to find freedom. Yeah. We have unlock your gifts here. All right, give me one more. Really tapping into like that universal love energy. We have sacred gifts, energy senses, and pure love is the key, right? So you can really do so much with the energy of love. If you're like you don't even understand. You can see all, like loving eyes see all. We have angelic ones, and I feel like that's the cool thing about working with the positively polarized being as opposed to the negatively polarized beings. While yes, they do have their purpose, the negatively polarized beings, the positively polarized beings are really more for you if you are a being that resonates with that feeling of just unconditional love. If you're just naturally a loving and kind person, and you're not necessarily someone that is like not an agitator, but what's the word I'm looking for? It's not somebody that like goes against what everyone's saying, right? If you seek harmony, if you're somebody that is comfortable in the frequency of harmony and not trying to oppose everything that someone is saying just because you enjoy opposing people and starting conflicts and arguing, if you're somebody that lives in a more harmonious frequency and tries to kind of get a group of people to all work together and all exist together and be harmonized together through a feeling of love and acceptance and just like harmony overall, then I feel like the angels will work better for you. But if you're more of like an antagonistic character or being in regards to like maybe you're seeking revenge, and there's nothing bad about that. We all go through those stages in our life where maybe we need to do that. But if you're at the point in your life where you're um, just kind of like allowing your past to be your past, and you're kind of trying to like have a better like foothold on the earth, or just like you're trying to be more grounded and just like here, just here, right? Not here in five different other timelines, doing five other different things, living five different lives, but really just like living the one life that you have and making it the absolute best that you can. We have see the bigger picture. So that's coming out with this Queen of Swords and King of Swords in reverse. So I just feel like, especially if you're in a long-term relationship with someone, especially someone that you have spent a lot of time communicating with, somebody that you usually are able to communicate really well with, while somebody like the masculine energy could be a little bit mad, or one of the energies could be a little bit mad and having a difficult time finding forgiveness in this other energy that was a little bit more emotional and potentially dug too deeply into something that wasn't meant for them to dig into without seeing the boundary and respecting the boundary. It's me, you're asking to see the bigger picture. I think that both people need to do that, right? But you really need, like, you can feel when there's a boundary there. You can feel it when someone's getting uncomfortable and you're asking questions, you're talking to them. I know you can feel it. And if you can't feel it, then I am giving you the gift of being able to feel the boundary, right? Feel it, right? We can all color within the lines. We're not like preschoolers, right? We learn how to color in coloring books and stay within the lines, right? We have karmic board clearing, energetic clearing, rewrite your story and live your truth. Attend to the details. And give me one last one here. Learning experiences, wisdom transmission, and earth intelligence. Yeah, I feel like it's really like at the end of it all, after you've been able to hash out everything that you need to hash out with this person, there is this superficial quality that I do feel as though either the person you're dealing with is embodying, or this is either just like there's an energy here of a feminine that's having a difficult time getting into her feminine energy because she has so much she wants to say. It's like she's coming at you with all these words. She's coming at you, she's coming at you, she's coming at you, she's coming at you. And it's almost like she won't stop until the point where she gets herself in her own mental prison, and like she talks herself into this fucking literal mental cage, right? Hopefully this isn't me. It's probably going to be me because I'm talking a lot right now, but then she gets obsessed with status or something. I don't know. Maybe not. These people look pretty harmonious here, so I feel like it could have gotten it figured out. So somebody else could just be on a different timeline. There could be somebody kind of at the end of the reading that was obviously not the most important focal point of the reading. This could also just talk about somebody that you're attempting to connect with needs to get their finances in order, with that Queen of Pentacles in reverse, before they can like come and communicate with you in a way that would be on an even playing field, right? So like if you're trying to communicate with someone and say maybe they're not doing the best financially right now, there might just be like a time where they need to get their finances in order, get their shit figured out, find the direction they need to go in before they can come and communicate with you in a way that would be balanced and equal. So that's like, because like nobody wants to get into a friendship or a relationship with someone when they feel like they have to like take care of this person, and this person can't like vent for themselves, right? So I do feel like there is a connection or something that needs to be spoken about or communicated with. It's just not the right time. We have New Moon in Aries. It says go for it. Important information, wounds are healed and recharging. I do feel like this person has something really important to communicate with you about. And I do feel like it's very important, and I feel like they will eventually come and communicate with you. There's just some things that they have to figure out in their own life so that they can come at you correct. Because, like, I don't know, first impressions are kind of important. They're important, right? It's reminding me of, like, the Avatar scene when Toph is sitting there with Uncle Iroh, and she's like, people see me and they want to take care of me, but I can take care of myself by myself. That's not reminding me of. I really love that show. You guys like that show? How old is that show? I think it's almost 20 years old now. Shit, I'm getting old. Man, dang. Well, alright, do we have anything else? I don't know if we do. I guess we can let's get some intimacy cards coming out, because I know that this Queen of Swords and King of Swords, that's definitely, right, that's could be like a couple that's like teachers, or a couple that are in some sort of speaking role. I feel like there's like, it's almost like they're off with this generosity card. I feel like that's what I feel as though this Queen of Pentacles in reverse does not want to happen. This Queen of Pentacles doesn't want a fucking handout at all. She wants to be able to come in and just be friends with you guys on an equal and on an equal playing field, right? It's not like this person's not looking for a handout. They're not looking for help, right? They can do that on their own. I feel like this person is coming with a sense of I've moved on. That could be maybe what this person is tripping about. Like, oh, they're just going to move on and it's never going to come out. I don't think that's the case. Or somebody has moved on. We have soulfully sensual here with that Empress reverse stack. We have we're incompatible with the third stack. And you aren't my type. I don't know, maybe there's like a fear of rejection here. There could be. You have wear something sexy. It's too much work. It's weird. That's weird. Okay, these cards are weird. That kind of like mix the whole reading up. I've moved on. They found someone else. There's no chance of rekindling this relationship. The best thing for you to do now is to move on too. Okay. So if that's what you want to do, do that. I don't really know. I feel like that made me mad, or that like hurt my feelings or something. Like, I don't like that. I don't like those cards. These are like every single bad card came out besides the one with the Empress in reverse. So it's almost like fortune favors the bold, right? If you're able to just maybe on the surface, or like just like at surface level, there could be like some uncomfortable energy on the surface level with this person that might make it difficult to really get into that like kind of sensual energy, right? This person could be like an avoidant attached type of person, where they do really want to attach to you, or they do really want to connect with you, but they just get really nervous and they avoid it because, you know, I don't know, it's just like, it's like that feeling like right here in the chest of just like uncomfortability. It's almost like the feelings almost hurt to feel them because it's not something they're used to feeling. And so that can leave the person that is not the avoidant attached. Maybe they are a anxious attached, or maybe they're a healthy attached person, it can leave them feeling like the avoidant attachment person doesn't like them like that, when really they just might be having a really difficult time voicing that because of an insecurity that they're having about themselves in their own life. We have authority. Your career is in the process of an upgrade. There's an opportunity for you to become an authority in your field of work. Be the leader you wish you had. It's giving me like you've been around the block before. You've been through the cycle before, and you understand where it's going. You can feel the energy and understand where it's leading to. And you need to be able to foresee that energy and move accordingly, so you don't get caught up in the turbulence, or when things start deconstructing, when realities start breaking down, when timelines start collapsing. You need to make sure that you're not caught in the crosshairs of that, or you're not caught on unstable ground. So you've been around the cycle before. You understand what's going on. You've been through this relationship issue with this person before, and you know where it's heading, and you know it's not going to ever get any better. So it's like you have to understand that if you are not able to get into that sensual energy within this relationship, if you're just simply in a relationship and you don't feel attracted to someone because this person maybe is always coming at you, being combative, fighting you possibly, right? With this Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, Empress reversed, they're not allowing you to be in your feminine energy. They're not allowing you to receive the love that maybe they're trying to give you, because they're always being extremely aggressive or just fighting you, right? You're not able to find balance. And so that's why old timelines are collapsing. If you're not able to get into that soulful resonance with this person, it's like the creators of the reality with this elven ones here, right? It's like the reality has to collapse. It's like they cannot keep you in this timeline of dysfunction any longer. They have to move you into something where you will be able to find balance and get back into the Empress energy that you are meant to be in. We have guidance. Okay, so we're saying here we're incompatible. So that could have been like the overall, that's like the conclusion you guys are coming to. We're incompatible. There's no chemistry in this connection. We're simply too different to make this work. It's better to cut your losses now before either one of you gets too attached. And then we have guidance. Your angels and spirit guides have your back. They are doing the work in the background to make way for your opportunities to come. Stay optimistic. We have this last cloak card here, which is talking about releasing identities that are not you, releasing old timelines, realize your magnificence realized. Like, so you're realizing that you deserve better, that you deserve to feel better about yourself and do better about yourself. If you look here, it's like she almost looks very similar to this Empress card, but she's got this hood on. So it's like, you are an Empress, and I do feel like you have Empress potential, but the connection that you were in was really blocking and limiting that timeline for you. And I feel like that's why we had these higher beings with the creators, right? The geometry, the people that kind of like code the matrix, were coming in and saying like, we have to move you into a different timeline so that you're able to get into that energy, because we need you to be, you know, for would-be parents, right? Maybe you're supposed to have a parent, and maybe you're supposed to have a kid in the future. Shit, you never know. Like, this person just wasn't the right one for you. So. See, what is this last card? We have angelic ones, unlock your gifts, and you aren't my type. They're just not that into you. There's nothing wrong with you. They simply have a different type that draws them in. Everyone that everyone has a type. Try not to take it personally, right? I don't think that it was literally just talking about incompatibilities. And so if you're able to be like, okay, it just didn't work out, it's not that big a deal, it just wasn't the right thing, and not letting it affect your own personal perspective of yourself and allowing yourself to like grow and learn from it, there will be some sort of reward, right? If you're able to take a difficult situation and turn it into a lesson and grow from it and like know better so that you know better so you can do better the next time around, that will definitely be your key to success. That will be your hard work is paying off, your performance is gaining attention in your community, and you deserve the rewards that you are receiving now. So there's going to be some sort of um, you know like the water, we were talking about that, and the attention, right? Maybe you were needing more attention and it was something your partner was unable to give you because they just were not feeling the vibe, right? It's like when I was watching like some weird like TikTok story time, whatever stupid thing. Um, and it was like this girl was really bubbly, and the guy was a football player, and she was really bubbly, and she was just really excited and extremely happy. And like I don't think his team was doing very good that year, but he just wasn't into the whole bubbly thing, right? He didn't he didn't feel like that. And so it was just incompatible, and there was nothing wrong with her and there was nothing wrong with him. It just was an incompatibility, right? Right, so just rest, regeneration, and divine potential. So there's definitely new timelines that are being birthed for you, right? We're working through the shadow here. Shadow dissolving and gaze of truth, going beyond fear and initiation. So I think that's all I have for you guys. I hope that that helped you all. I hope you guys are enjoying the summertime. Let's keep these out. If you put a comment on the video, I am gonna perform the LBRP, or the lesser invoking ritual, and I will make sure that you get these angels sent to you. And just so you guys know what they are, the first one we pulled was this one. If you are interested in knowing more about it, it's this one. This was the second one. And so when I do it, I'll probably do it probably in a few hours, but when I do it, if you just are able to understand if you want the red, if you want the items, or if you want the angel. This one doesn't have any red on it, so you just kind of, this is like the whole wheel. I like this card a lot because it's 336, which is like the 369. Saves exiles. So if you are feeling exiled, right? Or if you're feeling like thrown out by this person, or if you're feeling exiled, this could possibly potentially be your kind of like saving grace. And like somebody that would be comforting to you. Somebody that comes in with truth and emotion, right? That's like that Queen of Swords energy, because we talked about how, sorry, I was painting, my fingernails are dirty. We were talking about this Queen of Swords, how she was water and air. So you might be meeting somebody on that same frequency, as opposed to somebody that might be a little bit more aggressive in the way that they communicate. And then we have here God the Teacher. So this could be talking about like receipts, or if you're needing any sort of paperwork, anything in regards to knowledge or resources, that could potentially be that coming in for you. And then also the right timing. So I'll be doing that tonight. If you guys want to, put a comment down below and I will make note of that for you all. So thank you guys so much for being here. My name's Maddie, Madeline, whatever you want to call me. And we will be back again tomorrow with Uttara Ashada, which is the final sun. Hi, Eliasha. Hello. I'm going to head out. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll talk to you guys again next time. Bye, bye.